Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? You know, a lot of professional boxers have been in awe of Terence Crawford's performance, completely dominating Errol Spence. Not originally to no one's surprise, when Jermell was first asked to give his take on Terence Crawford's performance, he didn't sound like he was impressed at all with Terence Crawford. However, Jermell, he did congratulate Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. He said shout out to Omaha and Texas for putting on a good fight. And then later on, when he was promoting the Canelo Alvarez fight, this is what he said about Terence Crawford's performance.
I just think Errol had a bad night, you know what I'm saying? And there wasn't nothing that made me be like, oh, Crawford somehow was spectacular. He didn't throw that many punches. It wasn't like it was like an adversity that he had to face within that fight, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why any of y'all are talking about like some of these old behind the head shots and shit that y'all didn't mention, you know what I'm saying? I seen a bunch of behind the head shots during that fight. So when it knocked his balance off in his equilibrium, it wasn't, you know, Errol just didn't come to him and snap back. But, you know, you live to fight another day, and that's what he wants. So.
Now, that right there is something I think a lot of boxing fans would expect Jermell to say about Terence Crawford. But what actually surprised me is what he just recently said when he did an interview with Brian Custer. And in that interview, Jermell, he admitted that he was surprised the way Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence. Now, Jermell, he still made excuses for Errol Spence because Errol Spence is pretty much his family. That's expected. But it was completely unexpected to hear Jermell admit that he was surprised the way Terence Crawford dominated Errol Spence.
Were you surprised the way he beat Errol Spence?
I was. I just knew something wasn't right with Errol, something was off, and I knew it wasn't his best day. You could see it from I thought he kind of edged the first round, but usually Errol first rounds be a blowout. He start off fast, he start moving, and this one was just a little bit different. I don't want to give an excuse for Errol, but I know the weight could have been the issue, and he needs to go up to 154 and or 60, whatever he decides. Yeah. But I think that's the best thing for him and his health.
Well, we're definitely going to see how Errol Spence performs at 154 because the rematch will most likely be at 154. Terence Crawford has already said that he would definitely fight Errol Spence in a rematch at 154. What Jermell basically did right there was he was able to give Terence Crawford credit while at the same time showing his loyalty to Errol Spence. And that was the way he answered that question. I think everyone who watched that fight, regardless if you love Terence Crawford or you hate Terence Crawford, I think every single person who watched that fight realized Terence Crawford is a lot better than we thought he was, which is pretty scary. I mean, once again, you know, when Terence Crawford fought fighters like Mean Machine, he showed he could be hit. He didn't have the best defense in that fight, but when he fought Errol Spence, his defense was damn near flawless. It was impeccable. In fact, now that I think about it, his defense, his accuracy when it comes to landing punches was reminiscent of Floyd Mayweather against Diego Corrales. Matter of fact, speaking of Floyd Mayweather, I think when we seen Floyd Mayweather dominate Diego Corrales, we all realized he was better than we thought he was. I know I did after I watched that fight. And this is the reason why so many people are comparing Terence Crawford to Floyd Mayweather now. No one was comparing Terence Crawford to Floyd Mayweather before his performance against Errol Spence. Before that fight, it looked like Floyd Mayweather was just in a league of his own, but he has company now. So to hear Jermell admit that he was surprised the way Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence, that's high praise coming from Jermell. And I believe Terence Crawford's performance is just going to motivate Jermell to try to put on an even better performance against Canelo Alvarez. Jermell is attempting to do exactly what Terence Crawford just did, which is become undisputed in 2 weight classes. But of course, it would be even more impressive if Jermell pulls it off because he had to move up 2 weight classes to do it. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, the fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO-DeKey Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODekey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.